I'm Chef Deb Cantrell. I own Savor Culinary Services. I've been a certified personal chef for about 9 years. Whenever I started my business, I didn't know that I was going to be doing special needs, medically necessary diets, and getting into the depths of food so much like I have. I thought I was just going to cook for a few people and make a little bit of money. Being a physical therapist for about 20 years, I realized that there was a direct connection between food and the well-being of people, but specifically its ability to not only prevent illness and diseases, but actually in some cases cure them, especially with some of my clients that I've cooked for going through different types of cancer. One of the biggest problems that I think started the whole food epidemic that's in this country is the invention of the TV dinner. What they realized is that it became convenient for people to sit literally in front of the TV and eat. It took families away from the dinner table. It took grandma and mom cooking in the kitchen with fresh ingredients. It took our whole society to a completely different level. And I think one of the downfalls is actually all the preservatives that they do put in food these days that actually causes people to be addicted to things like white sugar. And the actual research that's behind that is just phenomenal. What I try to teach people in what I do is not only do I do personal chefing for them, where I actually create healthy food, fresh, preservative-free food for their refrigerator or their freezer, but I also offer culinary coaching services where I teach people how to fish, so to speak, so that then they can actually start to produce these foods themselves. My biggest issue in America today that I talk to my families about is that we are the most overweight country, but the most malnourished country. You have big, huge superstores with shelves and shelves and shelves of preservatives when all you really need to do is shop around the perimeter. And this is one of the things that I teach my clients, that to shop around the perimeter, that's where the fruits, the vegetables, the meats, and all the healthy things for you, not something that comes out of a bag. So I try to teach them how to enjoy fresh vegetables and fresh fruits, and how to prepare it for their family again and get away from all the processed food that this country has become known as I saw a sign the other day actually that said today's home style or today's homemade, and it was literally you dump something out of a bag and you added chicken to it, which is just awful. It takes no more time to cut up a few vegetables or even buy vegetables that are already cut up and add meats and produce to it. The average elementary school student receives 3.4 hours of education a year, which I'm really surprised is actually that much. I think that they don't receive more is because no one sees an actual problem with food, and especially food and behavior. I work with so many parents and children that just by changing the child's diet, removing gluten, removing the processed white sugar, removing even sometimes dairy, has totally changed the child's behavior, but the entire family dynamics. People are just now realizing that food is actually medicine, and it does change people's thought processes. It changes families' dynamics just by changing the way that you eat. If I could offer one suggestion to parents as far as just something very small to make, even if you have to continue to eat out and you possibly can't afford a personal chef, which if you eat out at least 3 times a week, you can afford a personal chef and you get the food exactly the way you want it. If you can't afford that or even like to cook, take a simple, inexpensive cooking class. Go to a farmer's market and talk to them about how to use fresh vegetables again. Sustainable agriculture is huge in this country. Eat local. Do all of those things. It takes such minimal effort. I know everyone is busy, but my philosophy that I tell my clients, you either pay now or pay later. You pay now with money, you pay later with your health. Take your choice on what's important to you.